Hey, Shalom Saints, it's your boy Gideon from North Carolina. Check it out, I got a great surprise for you today. Boom, Nighthawk, baby. We got a Nighthawk in the bag. We're gonna talk about it. Well, we're gonna see what we got. And then we're gonna go ahead and fire this bad boy up and see what it can do, So until then, hey, let's follow me and go inside and we're gonna talk about it. Okay, continuing our discussion on here, what we got, the Nighthawk. This is the bag it comes in, okay? Shoot, let's see here. Very nice bag. These bags, I think it retails, let's see here. I got the cost analysis right here. I'll go over it. $50. So this bag was $50. It's really cool. Comes with a little wrench. Place to store your ammo if you want. It's got the, when you send your weapon out, it comes with, they give you a warranty. So the gunsmith who did it, his name was Toby. And he is awesome. The gunsmith, Toby. And I have a card here somewhere. Another card that comes with, here we go. Oh, Bob Reeves. I talked to Bob Reeves. Let me tell you something. You talk about really good customer care. That man right there, Bob Reeves, is awesome. Okay, so I think he's got his number on here. I'll tell you what, you call up Bob Reeves and you tell him I sent you. This guy is awesome to talk to, and he will talk you through the whole process and help you with everything that you need. You know, so certain things I didn't know, and that's certain things I was trying to figure out what, you know, what I could do. He works with your budget, what you can afford, the whole nine. This is a really good guy to talk to. One of the best service reps I've ever spoken to, ever. Hands down, Bob Reeves is awesome. So shout out to Bob Reeves. And shout out to the gunsmith who did this weapon, Toby. His name is Toby Franklin. Toby Franklin. Awesome job, brother. Awesome job. So let's get to it. Hey. All right. So what we have in the bag is one gun, one's gunsmith, one gun. Yes. Look at that right there. Isn't that awesome? That is a pretty sight. So the Nighthawk Night Delight. I call it the Night Delight sometimes. I guess it is a Night Delight. So this gun started off life. Let me go ahead and lock and clear. Okay. Y'all gonna love this. Okay, this gun started off as a Kimber. This is a Kimber Eclipse target. Okay, so you see right here, Kimber Target 2. This gun is old. It's one of the older guns I've had. It's sitting around, not being used. It's about 17 years old, I think this weapon is. It's been around for a while, and it did not start it off like this. I will roll in a photo of what it looked like. It was a decent gun for its time, but like I said, it needed some things to get to the rest to become a full Eclipse. Now there's a partial Eclipse. So I sent it in, and this is what I got back. So I've gotten the CZ scales for Larry Vickers. See the CZ scales of Larry Vickers. Very grippy, man. They feel really good, really good. There's a cut in here for the mag release. Very good, very good. The scales feel. This gun feels really good in my hand now. Before it was a little kind of bulky, but it feels really good. Look at that. Yeah, it's just awesome, man. So let's talk about what they did. All right. So, before that, look at that. I mean, look at the shot groups that they made right there. Awesome. So let's talk about what they did. So, all right. So when I sent the gun in, They did a ball cut radius. So right here, you see right here where it's cut. Normally they have a kind of angle that comes like this that connects. What they did was cut into that corner, and it lightens the weapon up a little bit. So it lightens it up a little bit. So they went around this edge, trimming a little bit of metal off, and came down and even it up. Gives it a really nice sharp look. And it's awesome. I really like the look on this. It has kind of cues of their Shadow Hawk. The Shadow Hawk is like this. It's like the same color, and it has that baller cut in it. Okay, so the next thing they did was, well, that's called the ball cut radius slide. They put an Everlast recoil system in there. Now, what I had in there before was the one that it came with, and I replaced it with a Wilson Combat steel, which was kind of heavy. And what they did was they put theirs in. It's the everlasting spring. So it's supposed to, one, be very good on recoil and also last a long time without compressing like normal springs. It's a flat spring versus a round, so they could take more shots. And this is a lot smaller. It's a lot smaller. I think this is aluminum. It's very light. So it kind of gives with the weapon itself, it doesn't feel as heavy, front heavy as it used to. It feels really light up front compared to what it used to be. Because remember, I had a piece of steel going through there, and it was quite heavy added on to it. So, you know, I wanted to lighten, you know, take Fat Amy here and shave her up. You know, this is a, you know, I call all my female, all my pistols some type of female. This is Miss Parker right here. You know, hey, Miss Parker. And so she had to lose a little bit of weight. So what I did was, once, like I talked about before, having the ball cut, and then with that, that's also even lighter. But what they went even deeper. What they did was they crowned the barrel. And you can see right here, man. Look at it. It focuses in. Look at that crown that they did on there. It is very, very clean crown. Deep cut in there. Even it out, making it flush. It's flush. Because a lot of times, some of them have to get a flush cut and crown. Mine was already kind of flushed. So what they did was just crown it and made it, it is completely flush. So you see, then you see the two tones in it. It is beautiful. But that's not the only thing. So they polished the whole barrel, man. But we're gonna get to that. Might as well talk about that right now. Get to the next part, what they did. So when I sent it in, this is something that you may be interested in if you have a weapon, to do this very thing. Send it in for the reliability package complete. It is $350 to get this done. Now, what it does is they tune it. They tune your weapon. One of the things, if you could see, maybe possibly see inside of there, I don't know if you can get a good look in there, my finger, is in that chamber, they reamed the chamber out and they angle it. So it's, when the rounds go into the chamber, they widen up the chamber, the barrel actually, excuse me, they widen it up so and polish it so that whatever, as the rounds are coming out of the gun, sliding up, whatever angle they kind of, it'll go in there really smooth, increasing the reliability of it. That's what they're literally talking about. And they reamed the inside of the barrel so that whatever type of ammunition you use, whether it be, like I said, when they fire, they use semi-wad cutters. So semi-wad cutters sometimes have an issue in reliability. So I think that's why they use it, to make sure that it cycles real good. I might be wrong on that, but I think that's why they use semi-wad cutters. They also probably use it also because it makes perfect holes. But usually, you know, rounds, it's like flat. They might have an issue trying to load into your gun. So to make sure, they use that because it has a very flat head. And when it goes in there, it ensures that it's, if it can use those semi-wad cutters, which is a very strange shaped bullet, obviously it can fit like a round bullet, you know, or maybe something like this, you know. So that is really important. They polish the back of this, and some other work they do around here to make sure that I could tell that this was smoothing out. They smoothing this out. They had obviously do some work right here, because this definitely didn't feel like this when I gave it to them. So they smooth this out. Very nice. Also, this is for aesthetics only. This is on me. This is something that I wanted. It was what was it called? All right, shortened slide stop bevel frame. Okay, so basically this is what this is: shortened slide stop bevel frame. So what I had them do is, you see that divot in there? I beveled that out. I had them bevel this out and shorten it so it's flat. So like when you place it in the holster, you just don't have that little button that's normally there. My other weapons like that, I have my Staccato P. I have the LAPD version, and LAPDs they requested that on theirs, so it's flat, so it doesn't hook on the holster or anything like that. And I really like the look. It's a very clean look, and it's just sharp. Very sharp. Black nitrite. So this weapon started life as nickel. It was a nickel color, and it was two-tone. You see it, I'll show rolling other pictures of what it looked like, and you can see that it was phosphate finish up top, phosphate within the side of this these slivers here, and it was a decent looking gun for the time, 15 years ago. Still not bad looking today, but it just seems a little flashy for me now. And it just doesn't fit. This fits, okay? This is the same nitrite finish that they use on their weapons. So if you get a weapon from them, now, once again, like I talked about their Shadowhawk. This also has cues from their GRP, Global Response Pistol. So basically, it kind of looks like a Global Response Pistol. And the Global Response Pistol has pretty much the same package that I had put on this. There's certain things that I've already had in this weapon, because it was a Kimber target, and it shot very accurately anyway. So the Kimber target came with adjustable Kinsight sights on it that were night sights. Now, the night sights in these have definitely the half-life of whatever, you get 6 years out of these things, they're definitely faded. I can barely pick them out now. I could see it a little bit, but they have definitely faded quite a bit. I do have other sights, but they're not night sights. I thought about putting on here, but I just decided, since it still has a half-life in it and I can still see a little bit, I'd rather just go ahead and keep them on there. Plus, with the, you can see the white in it. So when I'm aiming, I could still see that pretty good, you know, just clean it up simply. It's pretty good. Just keep it clean. It's just really good. I mean, I can see really good with it as far as sight picture goes. Sight alignment, it just works really good for me. So the finish is just, man, I can just feel it. It's just really, really good. It feels, the finish is just remarkable, man. Whatever the process they use for their nitrite is just awesome, man. It's really, really, really cool. So the skeletonized trigger, that was, like I said, that was with it anyway. So they did the internal works, that and that. And what else they did? Okay, the mag release. So my mag release was a little underwhelming. It was sticky, so I didn't like it. It was kind of further in there. It was kind of sticky. So they have one that's is extended and just better. So when I'm injecting it, it pops out a lot better. The ejection of the magazine is way better than when it used to be. Ejects out pretty good. It's a loaded magazine. I want to use this magazine, but they eject out pretty good. You know, let's see here off camera. Pull these rounds out where you can see. see, it pops out pretty good. It wasn't really like that before. So now, you know, it pops out. It has a little bit more spring air to it. And I like it. Clears the weapon pretty good, so I can get my deal on here. So it's like it. And then also, now this is another thing. A lot of people talk about 45s and 1911s and why they're bad. Let me tell you, I personally believe, from my experience in all the years of using them, it really comes down to the magazines. Like, even when I was in the military using my M4, magazines, bro. Magazines was the deal. So since I'm kind of going with a kind of Larry Vickers theme here, because Larry Vickers is, he's really known with 45s too. He does a lot of work with them. He's worked with Wilson Combat and other. So he had some mags made from Wilson Combat. You see it's got the Wilson Combat logo on it. And it's the Vickers. He's got his signature. There it is. There's a little emblem on there, which I also have on my hand grips. So these are really good. They're weighted at the bottom, so they eject out really good. They got a little weight to them at the bottom, so when you flick them out, man, when I got my deal going, they just pop out really good for me and go flying. And really good magazines. These Wilson Combat mags are very good and very reliable. I've never personally had too many issues with Wilson Combat mags. Not really. You just need to do your maintenance with them. Make sure you clean them. Larry Vickers and his mags, he decided to go with the ones that do not have the holes in them. Typically, you'll see a 45 mag and they'll have holes in them so that you can see the rounds. He decided not to go with that so as you don't pick up any more dirt and sand within your weapon, making the mag just that much reliable. That's what he said. Go with it. I can see I can get behind the philosophy behind that. I like it. You know, just got to make sure it's just an 8-round magazine. So you have the total capacity of 9 rounds without having one in the chamber, but this is an 8-round magazine. Yes, I know it's not a lot of rounds, but you know, I tell you what, I don't plan on missing too many damn times, you know, I really don't. So that's what training comes in. But anyways, moving on, magazines. Make sure you get good and reliable magazines. I would recommend something from Nighthawk, something from Wilson Combat, or maybe even Chip McCormick. I have Chip McCormick magazines, the 8-round ones. They work decently, but I pretty much switched all of Wilson Combat, and my Wilson Combat mags, I really haven't had any issues with them. And I have Nighthawk magazines, no issues. My Staccato has the Staccato magazines that came with them, no issues. So, you know, take it for what it's worth. So, what else we got? All right, so that's pretty much, so the Everlast, so pretty much what they did for this was the ball cuts, Everlast, recoil spring, reliability package, mag release, crown the barrel, shorten the slide, stop and barrel, nitride it, and then they test fire it. So that's what we got here. Like I said, it already had an anchorized barrel to it from Kimber, which is extremely accurate. I really like this gun. So it's just kind of like one of those things like, so if you have an old gun sitting around, you know, get back after it, shoot it, do something, send it in. All right. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see what this is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. Missed that one, missed that one. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Awesome. Get your stuff tuned up. Hey, continuing our discussion about the pistol. It's one of the things I didn't talk about earlier was the trigger reset. I showed you what is to pull it, but watch this. So let it go forward. Watch this. Let's see if I can do it like, see that? Watch this. Get my, watch that. Like a millimeter, and then boom. Unbelievable. Like, so, like I said it before, Toby had adjusted the trigger on this. Toby adjusted it, and he did an excellent job. This thing is, I mean, I just can't say enough. So I tell you, if you have the money, if you don't have the money, save up the money. And if you have a pistol, I would suggest that you put it in the shop, save up your money for a couple of months like I did, and then send it in and get it fixed. So, and that's all I got to say about that. Until then, hey, this is your brother Gideon, and I'm reporting from North Carolina. Shalom, shalom.
Always remember the 5 principles of patrolling: planning, reconnaissance, security, control, and common sense.